What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? Oh, you know what? Something like me and a fellow YouTuber, we was discussing it. I don't know, like I don't know. I just found it really, really weird how certain networks and certain people that involved with certain networks, when they want their show promoted or whatever, they get certain type of celebrities and not even the real ones. In this case, to like promote or whatever for one day instead of just reaching out, to people that let me get out. Let me move on. I just found it weird. I found it weird. Anyway, moving on from that. This is Sistas, y'all. Sistas season 5, episode 1. Girl, y'all already know. Y'all already know. This first episode, I see where we going. I see where we going because we already okay. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm going to try. All right. Because I did at one point really, really, really like this show. But after that second half last season, it brought out a lot of flaws that I was trying not to, touch upon. But I'm just gonna try not to be so negative, okay? The episode was cute, but I see how this is gonna be. We are in for a long haul. I just want to know how long Sabrina gonna be in jail. How long Sabrina gonna be in jail? Like, is she gonna get out anytime soon? Is it like gonna be like on Power when Ghost was up in jail for probably like 4 episodes and then he finally got out before, the season finale or whatever, and he still had some time to do some shit or whatever? Or is no, let me take that back because I already know. Because what, 5 episodes still be one day. Okay, so Sabrina's finna be in jail on that first day for a minute. I'm just gonna be like, girl, Sabrina ain't getting out of jail. If Sabrina get out of jail by the time this season is over with, I am going to be surprised, all right? Meanwhile, let's just get into the episode. It is season 1, episode 1, or I should say season 5, episode 1, Pain and Suffering. Girl, remember when Gary came in at the last season and said that he wanted to speak to his lawyer? Because Fatima was like, what you doing here? You ain't got time to be speaking to Andy, whatever. He was like, because I came up here to speak to my lawyer. And I ain't talking about that bitch, okay? So of course Fatima had to go up in there and tell Andy what was going on, because they was looking and she was like, I want to know what that's about, okay? And she was like, well, let's just get back to this case. So Andy is trying to get back to the case or whatever. Fatima is sitting there like, and I'm sitting here like, girl, why are you so mad? Now, see, this is the problem that I have, and I'm starting to see. In the beginning, this is what we start seeing character flaws. Okay? And we have to admit this to ourselves. And I know we like Fatima. We do, okay? We like Fatima because Fatima, she sticks up for herself. She sticks up for her people. She don't let no nigga talk down to her, whatever. She said what's on her mind. She's strong or whatever. Boo, 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 boo. But there comes a time where you need to just back the fuck down sometime, okay? You ain't got to be so, I'm finna beat a bitch ass all the goddamn time. And I feel like that's what's stopping me from watching Zatima. Okay, because from some of the previews, that's all that I saw her doing. It's like, damn, can you be a little bit more softer? Why did they have her being so, I don't want to say aggressive, but so goddamn hard? And I get it, we all go through stuff in life that harden us, but that's just a little bit too much, okay? I mean, mama literally zoned out just because Gary called Andy a bitch. And I was like, why you letting that get to you so bad? I mean, Andy, your friend, Andy, your associate trying to become a friend, okay? I ain't even gonna call her your friend yet, you know what I'm saying? That take time. But she was just like, I have a problem with people, with men calling women bitches, okay? And I said, okay, I get that, but it ain't gonna get me heated to the point that I'm zoning out and I can't think about nothing else but that. So the people that watch Zatima, is he gonna tell you like her backstory? Because obviously, Fatima is dealing with a lot. Fatima is dealing with a lot of stuff that probably happened in her past and her past relationships and her childhood or whatever. I don't know. It seemed like, Fatima been fighting bitches all her life. Y'all, hold on a second. Girl, I didn't scratch myself. It seemed like Fatima been fighting bitches all her life, and I'm just confused. Like, why is she always... They got her so mad. I don't know. And Andy was like, girl, what? She was like, yeah, Gary called your ass a bitch. And he up here to see his lawyer and all that stuff. Mind you, Andy said I'm not even his lawyer. So basically, you got Hayden and Gary up in there talking about, oh, I'm going to sue Andy for emotional distress. And Gary lying, not Gary, but Hayden lying about being with women like Andy and having a whole bunch of them. I said, Gary, you probably ain't had nobody since Fatima. And Fatima been a long time ago. Okay, so let's stop playing. Meanwhile, Andy come up in there and overhears, Hayden talk about something. Yeah, we going to get that bitch. We going to do this and we going to sue her for this and sue her for that. And my whole thing is this. First of all, Andy, you ain't need to come up in there, okay? Andy didn't need to come up in there to say nothing to that man. All we had to do was take this shit to court. I got a little time to waste. So there is no case. There is no case unless you can find me something, unless it's different. But I thought if a person put another person's name on something, that's that person's stuff. You gifted that to them. And no, you gave that to Andy, okay? And you did not ask her. You did it on your own free will. You gave her the car and you put it in her name. You gave her the apartment and you put it in her name. So therefore, it is hers. She's paying the taxes on there and everything. It is hers. So therefore, you can't sue her. And if you can, I'm pretty sure the judge gonna say, well, she's entitled to everything that you gave her because you put it in her name. So therefore, it's her property. It's no longer yours. Yes, you paid for it, but you had ill intentions with that. And like she had to call your ass out. Bitch, you did that shit to watch me. You did that shit to control me. That's all that it is. Okay, bitch, you want the bracelets back here. Take the bracelets, take the jewelry, take the bags and all this shit. But baby, you put that car in that apartment up in my goddamn name. So you talking about some suing me for pain and suffering, bitch. Let me sue you for emotional distress, emotional abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, pain, suffering, all of that goddamn shit, trauma, okay? Because all the shit that you done put that woman through and you got the nerve to want to sue her. You got the nerve to want to sue her, and then Hayden sitting there like, don't listen to her, man. Get the fuck up out of here. I said, Hayden, get your ass up out of here, okay? And when they do have a little conversation, she was like, girl, you know this shit ain't working. Okay, yeah, we love each other, but you know that you don't want me. I don't want you. I do want you. You the only one that makes me laugh, and you make me angry. You make me this. I said, that's fine. That's infatuation. That sounds like obsession to me. And you know that the shit ain't working, okay? And Gary gets me, if I can't have her, nobody else can. Andy trying to act like, you know what? So let's just call it what it is. We need to go our separate ways. It didn't work. It didn't work. So let's just go our separate ways. How about I give you back everything? I give you back the car. I give you back the apartment. And the only reason why I was still up in the penthouse was because I had already sold my apartment. I said, you sold your shit? So, bitch, how long you was up in this goddamn place? I said, what? You are dumb, Andy. Jesus, you should have gave it to goddamn, Danny. You should have gave it to Danny to hold for a second, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, why would you sell that place when you dealing with somebody like this, okay? I just said, you are a lawyer. Sometimes you can be book smart, courtroom smart, but you can't be life smart. And Andy is not life smart at this point because she's making really dumb, immature mistakes, okay? Wholesale said, all right. With the history that you've had with Gary, why would you sell your apartment? That man snuck that shit up on you. He pushed that on you. Why would you sell your apartment? So now you had no choice but to stay up in that penthouse, okay? And so now she was like, all you got to do is reimburse me the monies from the property taxes that I paid, and I'll give you back the place. I'll give you back all of this stuff, and you can get your money back or whatever. And I'm just sitting here like, girl, you dumb. And she just crying. I mean, eyes watering up, Andy really trying to act, okay, like convey some emotions like we supposed to care. And I said, excuse me, can we move on? Can we please move on? Next scene, please. All right, cause it was just telling up a little bit too long. I said, we they dragged that scene out. That scene was a good. If I want to take the commercials out, it was a good 15 minutes in the beginning. Okay, all for them to end up saying, okay, it's fine. This what we'll do, and then on the preview for next week's episode, Andy gonna be fucking Gary. I said, girl. Meanwhile, Karen up in the hospital, right? Karen up in the hospital. She trying to figure out what's wrong with her. Did she suffer a miscarriage, or is there something going on with the baby? What's happening? Pam is there, trying to calm her nerves, gotta, cater to her ego a little bit by telling her, I admire you because of the things that you do, how strong you are, and because you're this and you're that. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Pam do like her because why else is Pam there? Pam may be nosy as hell and may be a little self-centered, but she do like Karen as a friend. All right, I get that. But at the same time, she was like, you want me to call the baby daddy? Which one? You want me to call Zach? You want me to call Aaron? Which one is it? I said, girl, Pam is messy as shit, but I like it, all right? She winds up calling her mama. She winds up calling her mama. Her mama do come down, and I'm sorry. I just can't picture the mama with a man. Okay, I just can't picture the mama with a man. Cause mama was talking about her relationship with Karen's daddy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe mama bisexual, whatever. Because mama just don't give me I let a nigga top me tease. Okay, she just don't give me that. She gives me I will strap a nigga down myself before I do that. Okay, that is what she gives me. And when she asked Karen what was going on, she was like, girl, I'm pregnant. She was like, okay, well, where the daddy at? Why he ain't down here? Do you want me to call Zach? She was like, no, mama, don't do that because well, honestly, I really don't know who the baby daddy is 100% sure. I was just like, girl, I wouldn't want to say that shit out loud. That's some Jerry Springer Maury type of stuff. You are or you are not the father. That's what's going on, all right? So mama had to comfort her, okay? And I will say that was a good scene. It still dragged a little bit, but it was a good scene because, that's what you expect your parent or the person that you call to lean on. That's what you expect them to do, to come in when you are going through your a time of uncertainty, a time where you're scared and you don't know what's going on with your body or whatever, and you just need some comfort, okay? You don't need no judgment. You don't need nobody telling you, well, you should have did this and you shouldn't did this or whatever. You just need them to be there to lean on and to have your back, and that is exactly what her mama did. Her mama gave her what? A mother's love. And I was like, all right, Karen, still don't know who your baby daddy is. That is sad, girl. I said go around and have fun, but I said strap that shit up, girl. Strap it up, okay? Ugh, nasty. Anyway, then we get to speaking of baby daddies. Aaron comes down there to the shop looking for Karen. Pam is there like, girl, what you want? And she was like, where Karen at? Karen ain't here. So where she at? You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll wait for her till she come back. Pam said, well, you can go wait for him. You can go wait for Karen out in the car or wherever you want to go wait for it at, but you ain't gonna wait for it in here because I'm about to close. So what are you doing? And he was like, but what you talking about? I'm waiting for Karen. I need to talk to Karen. Like, what's going on with Karen? Girl, Andy pop up in there. And he was like, what's up, Andy? She was like, Aaron, what's good? Let me ask you this question. You know what's going on with Karen? I know what's going on with Karen. You know the whole situation? Yes, I know the whole situation. She is my friend. She tells me everything. Okay, so, what can we go in the back and talk? Pam, we finna go in the back and talk. That's what we about to do. Girl, they back there. And, he asking her all these questions or whatever. And first, he asking her, what's going on with Karen? How come Karen won't tell me this? And, and it's just to understand it like, we are in season 5. Aaron been on here, I believe, since season 3. Aaron been infatuated with Karen since the end of season 3, the whole season 1, and you still do not understand what the fuck space mean. It's bothering me. Y'all know I have a problem with this. I have a problem with the way these men are written to be acting, because I'm like, I know some men probably do act like this, but damn, can we get some men on the show besides one that is very much understanding, that will respect what a woman is saying to him? Okay, I just don't understand that. Aaron, you are so-called a man of God or whatever you are, and you don't understand that when a woman needs space, to give him a fucking space? Like, what is going on? You know, Andy had to tell him that Karen is the type of person that, you know, when she's going through something, she try to figure it out herself, and she just need her space. And the more you push or whatever, that's the more space she's gonna need. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not understanding, why is it a hard concept for Aaron to get? I said, is Aaron a little, you know, not all the way there? Like, what is going on? Why can't you understand that? He want to go down here. He want to do this. He want to do that. Bitch, did she say do that? And then again, we have to blame Karen, because when Karen say, I want space, but then I don't want you out my life. And it's like, which one is it? Yeah, you got to be real specific with Aaron. I want space. I don't mean that I don't want you here, but I need space. And when I'm done with that, I will come and let you know. I will call you. Okay? But he'll just pop up. And it's irritating. But then Andy flipped that script and was like, so let me ask you a question. You know, you up here talking about Karen and all this shit. What was the fucking advice that you gave Gary? And I was like, girl, what you talking about? Hold up. Okay. Girl, I thought I had touched something. Anyway, I said, girl, what you talking about? He was like, what you mean? She said, like the advice that you been giving Gary. You told Gary to sue me. That's what you said. I said, no, it wasn't him. Okay, it definitely wasn't him. It probably more so was Aiden, and Aiden was just egging it on. But I mean, Hayden was egging it on, but it wasn't Aaron. I'm 100% sure that it wasn't Aaron. Aaron told that man to chill the fuck out for a second, okay? Just chill out for a minute, you know? And he was like, no, I didn't. He trying to get information about Karen, and so in order to get information about Gary, because he would not tell her any more information about Gary and what they talked, because he was like, you know, that's his business, that's his privacy. Andy gonna say, well, you want to know what's going on with Karen, right? You want to know what's going on with Karen, right? So tell me something. He was like, well, all I could tell you that I know that he really loves you. He's in love with you. He loves you. And she was like, I already know that shit. Give me something else. And, you know, he was just, this scene, this particular moment, when I tell you, it pissed me off, because what I cannot stand is people who don't hold people accountable. And you notice when a lot of stuff goes on, we see it in the entertainment industry, especially like amongst rappers, male rappers. When they do stuff, their colleagues or their friends cannot call them out. And even if you don't want to call them out, it's called holding them accountable. Bitch. Mind you, it was quiet. It was quiet like the whole time I've been here today. Girl, but anyway, I apologize. No, it's nobody behind you, okay? Y'all be saying it sound like somebody behind y'all. Girl, I'm telling y'all, it sound like I be right outside sometimes, okay? But no, you can't hold people accountable. And I just don't understand why men cannot hold other men accountable and say, look, dog, you need to stop that shit. If that lady said leave her alone, leave her alone. The things that you are doing is way too much. It's way too much. You are invading her personal privacy. You are invading her rights and everything. But then again, I wouldn't get Aaron to understand that, because he don't understand what giving a person space means either. Okay, it was the way that he was advocating for Andy to basically give Gary another chance. Andy is saying that she's done with him, and he's like, but you got to really get to know him. But you know that he's really a good dude. And if you got to really know the good dude outside of the parts of him being angry, she was like, he's always angry. And the things that he has done to me, when he's angry, he's always angry. Okay? I've given him a chance. It's over. It's done with. But, do you know about his mama? Do you know what happened to him? Do you understand all of that stuff? And I'm sitting here like, why don't you bring up childhood trauma to try to emotionally blackmail somebody to get back with somebody? Like, you're gaslighting her. Like, what the fuck is that? Tyler, why you put that up in the script? That's stupid. That's stupid. I'm sitting here like, so we're advocating for somebody, a black woman to go back. Well, I ain't gonna say a black woman. We advocating for a fucking woman to go back to her abuser, because let's be 100% clear. What Gary doing, even if it ain't 100% physical, outside of the time when he squares her so hard that he bruised her ribs up, he's abusive. Emotionally, mentally, psychologically, all of that. He's abusive. Okay? And you got this other man who knows what's going on. He had a glimpse of it when he saw Gary looking up into the girl's apartment. You know what I'm saying? He's been talking to him. He knows his anger problems and all that stuff. And yet you're advocating for him to get back with Andy, or for Andy to take him back? Why is it on us women to do this shit? We ain't supposed to be coddling these motherfuckers so that they can get their shit together. How come they can't have their shit together? Bitch, that's why I don't do niggas, okay? I just can't. Like K. Michelle said, you can't raise a man, bitch. I ain't trying to be nobody goddamn mama. I ain't trying to, bitch. The only time you sucking on a titty is when we... Let me move. Ain't no milk in that, bitch. It's pleasuring me, okay? I ain't trying to feed you like that. Like, come on. Come on. No, we not doing that, girl. We not doing that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Then we get this little stupid scene with Q. Q and the detective on the phone, and he was like, did you get them? Yeah, we got them. We arrested them and all that stuff, and it's cool. Yeah, you able to get off, but you got to testify. You got to get a job. You got to do all this. Man, I got to find a job. It's hard. You going to help me? Man, I got to do everything for you? Yeah, come on. Okay, so he figuring that shit out. Meanwhile, Calvin come from out the room and see that Q still there and wondering why the hell he here. Okay, and... I'm sitting here like, but weren't you just telling him that it's okay and Maurice should be cool with him being there? Now you saying that he gotta go. I'm really confused at this point. He keep on getting a phone call from jail, but he like, why they keep calling me? I said, answer the phone. And then did you notice when Q had looked at, after he cooked or whatever, and Calvin went over there to the sink to get a real spoon because Q was putting his mouth on the spoons and shit. I can't stand watching something. I remember looking at Chopped, and one of the people got kicked off because he double dipped, meaning that he was cooking with the spoon, like he put the spoon in there, took it out, tasted it, and put that same spoon back up in the food. You just put your mouth and your germs all back up in that, and you're about to serve this. You're supposed to get another spoon, and he got chopped for that. I said, and then Q gonna do the same thing, and then Calvin said, what the fuck? He said, we roommates, right? I said, sir, that's nasty. Miss Girl out here, and there's germs other below. That's nasty. We ain't finna do no transference of fluids and shit. But that's what was going on. And I guess he got another call from the correctional facility, and you saw Q go look at his phone, and he kind of like clicked it off or whatever. I'm sitting here like, Q, he can still get the notifications. The notification still is going to pop up, okay? His call log is still going to say that the correctional facility is calling him. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Meanwhile, I keep saying something was stupid, but I'm going to tell you which scene. The whole episode was going fine, okay? Just had some parts that was being drugged out or whatever. But other than that, it still was fine. It still was okay. This whole entire episode, there was one part that I just didn't understand why it was there. What was it? It took us space. It took us space. I guess Tyler didn't have nothing else to put right there. But it was with Danny. The first time we see Danny in this episode, we see a couple coming up there, and I guess they were a divorced couple or getting a divorced couple, separated couple, whatever, having to go fly to get their son from camp who broke his leg. Okay, fine. But it was them bickering, and more so the woman. And again, it's the woman that is being irate. Why we keep on doing this? Okay, girl, it's just a mess. I said, what was the point of this scene? I mean, she was being, I don't even know why we own this airline. I can't stand this airline. This airline cheap. Give me a seat that ain't next to his or whatever. This airline sucks ass. Bitch, do you hear me? Bitch this, bitch that. And I was just really confused. I said, what this gotta do? Are they coming up later on in the season or whatever? What the point of this is? That was such a throwaway scene that we did not need. I said, could you just get to the part where Preston should come up? Because at the end of the episode, Preston comes up and she was like, I thought you said that you was going. He said, yeah, I was, but I just need to talk to you. Let me tell you something, Danny. I love you. Okay? I literally do. And she was like, okay, well, she wasn't ready for that. That caught her ass off guard. Had a little shaking a little bit. Like, wait a minute. What? Whoa, hold on. Because I think I love you too, but I don't want to say it just yet because I'm too fucking prideful and my ego is a little bit too big to lower myself to say that to you. But keep going. But let me tell you something. So, you know, when I was younger, it was this girl named Mindy. You know, I was with her for a long time. We was together since we was elementary school. And I told her that I needed a break. I told her I needed a break. I needed to see what else was out there. Now, my thing is, I do that. And I know it's not good sometimes. But I just need to let you know that I'm about to get on this plane. And I'm about to go back home. And I'm about to find Mindy. You know, and I just know that she loves me for everything that I am. You know what I'm saying? And, I'm about to get married to her. And I said, what? I'm about to get married to her. If you don't say nothing, if you say don't do it, I'm not gonna do it. Danny, what you gonna say? You gonna tell me to stay? If you tell me to stay, I'll stay. But if you don't, I'm gonna go down there and marry that little girl. And I'm sitting here like, am I supposed... Excuse me? Like, Tyler, get writers. Get women writers because this ain't it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be negative, but that right there alone, you do not come up to a woman and tell her, not especially a woman like Danny with her personality, and tell her basically, I love you. But since you're not reciprocating that and you're not saying that, that's basically what Preston was saying without saying it. This girl that I was with prior to you, the last real relationship that I was in before you, you know, I let her go for a minute so I can go see what's out there. But, you know, since you don't want to take me up on nothing, I'm going to go back down because she loves me. Not because I'm in love with her, but because I know that she loves me and everything about me and don't give a damn. I'm going to go ahead and marry her. I'm going to settle and marry her because you won't go ahead and say that you love me and tell me to stay. Now, all you got to do is tell me to stay and I won't go. Bitch, you tell me something like that, you might as well fucking go. Because now you getting on my goddamn nerves. You playing on my fucking sensibility. You playing on my motherfucking top at this point. And you literally trying to give me an ultimatum. If you don't tell me to go, I'm going to go marry another bitch. Then marry that other bitch. That's supposed to make me feel... That's supposed to make me feel something. That's supposed to make me say, oh, no, don't go. No, if you got to bring another bitch up into it like that, you go marry that bitch, okay? That's what you go do. That's not how you get somebody back. And if we don't even know what's going to be said. But then we get to the end, practically. We get to Fatima and Andy. They was coming out of the office and, you know, Fatima was about to go get with her man. Come to find out, Zach was up there to pick her up for dinner, take her out on a little date or whatever. Hayden all up in his feelings because Zach was able to be up in the office and everything, and he ain't supposed to be in my place of work. He ain't supposed. I said, Hayden, shut the fuck up, okay? Meanwhile, Zach then took Fatima to the place where they first met, where he got knocked over on the bike because she ran him over practically, and they were just reminiscing, and you know how they do when they get so romantical with each other. But Fatima said that's cute or whatever, but where the food at? Shit. Bitch, I've been working all damn day, okay? I need some food in this belly before I give you some loving, okay? Like, come on. He said, you always hungry. I said, you damn right, bitch. That's what we do. We be hungry. Feed us, okay? Shit. That was cute, but I was like, all right. Meanwhile, we get to the very end. Sabrina, I was like, they ain't gonna show Sabrina in jail. I saw a little clip of it. Girl, Sabrina get caught up in the jail, right? She finna go in for intake. She come up to the thing, and the lady was like, inmate, you're gonna have to be strip searched and all that. You're gonna have to take your clothes off. And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, damn, y'all ain't even gonna let her sit up in the cage first and, do nothing. Y'all literally finna book her in a cell and all that shit. Fuck. And then, she was like, is that your real hair? Like, Miss Girl, you black, okay? You black, and she was being really rude. I understand you got to do your job, but do they really do that? Because Mama said, can you take that out? Can you take that out? And she was like, if you can't take it out, it'll be cut out. Now, I'm sitting here like, do you want her to take it? Mama was acting like she wanted Sabrina to take the hair out right then and there. And she wanted her to do a strip search right then and there. And I'm sitting here like, well, damn, give her time to go to the back and do all that shit. She got mad and said, well, she ain't gonna do it, so y'all gonna have to do it for she being unruly and everything. I said, first of all, she can't do shit because she handcuffed. So what are you asking for? She trying to understand what the fuck going on. She ain't no career criminal. First of all, she ain't no criminal, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, why was Miss Girl acting like that? Y'all get becoming police, and then all of a sudden y'all lose y'all goddamn minds. What is happening? I said, post Sabrina, baby, where Maurice at? Let's see how he doing in the men's side of the prisons, because, whoo, Lord, if that bitch was giving her fever like that, and that's just that intake, I can imagine what's going on with Maurice. Anyway, that was Sistas. We gonna rock with the season. And hopefully we like it. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, this season premiere. I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna review it. But I'm gonna look at Zatima. How many episodes is it? I only watched one episode. I'm gonna try to catch up on it this next couple of days, because I'm off for the next couple of days. And I'll see. By the next week, I'll report back my findings and my feelings in the next review for Sistas, okay? Okay. But y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.